How's everybody doing? Welcome to Sit Down News. I have a short story, but before I begin, let me give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Ratchet Clothing. By now, I'm sure everybody knows Ratchet is a clothing company out of the UK. They have clothing for men, women, and children, various prints. I'll put a link down below. Check them out. So I'm going to tell a story today and it has to do with Sal Lombardo. I previously spoke about Sal Lombardo with the loans that I gave him. I'll just refresh it real quick. Sal borrowed money from me. We know $12,000 went towards his new car that he wound up getting, and he took $15,000 and he gave it to a guy named Carlo. And Carlo winded up becoming an associate of the Bananos. Sal had come to me and asked me if I could meet with Carlo every week to get the VIG. I did him a favor. I started meeting with Carlo, but there came a certain point in time where Carlo wound up disappearing on me or going dark. And I brought that loan back to Sal and told him he's going to have to start seeing me every week. And it was during that time that he wound up getting in touch with me one day and he asked to see me. So I went to go meet with Sal. And he's sitting there and he's got a little smirk on his face. And, he says, oh, I got a message for you. So I says, all right, who's the message from? He says, my friend, Frankie. Now, I knew who Sal was talking about. Sal was talking about Frankie Cali. Frankie Cali back then was the boss of their family. Sal was very close to Frankie. And that's ultimately how Sal wanted to become a member of that family. So supposedly, Carlo not only owed me money, but he owed Frankie money, and he owed Frankie a lot more money than me. He owed Frankie 100,000. So the message from Frankie was, "What are you worried about this 15,000 for? The guy owes me 100,000, and I'm not complaining." So I laugh now because that's how I laughed then. I said, Sal, let me tell you something. God bless Frankie that he don't have to worry about 100,000. But my money, I want my money. It doesn't matter what Frankie's not worried about. I want my money. I said, but since Frankie's not worried about money, tell Frankie to give $15,000 to me, add that 15 to the 100,000 that Carlo already owes him, and he don't have to worry about 115,000. When Carlo pays him, he pays him, right? But I want my money. So Sal just shrugged his shoulders. I don't know if he ever brought that message back. I really never heard anything more from Frankie. I was very surprised that he would even send a message like that or get involved in something like that. I believed it. Sal was close to him. So he told me he had a message from Frankie. I gave a message back. I don't know what happened, if he did say it or he didn't say it, but I was just a little surprised. If somebody owed me money and I really wasn't concerned about it, and that guy owed somebody else money, it's none of my business. It's none of my business to tell somebody else, don't be concerned, because I'm not concerned. So I was a little surprised. I had always heard he was a sharp guy. I was very surprised that he sent that message, but I took it at face value. Sal told me he had a message from him. I gave him a message back. Unfortunately, we all know the outcome of what happened to Frankie. He wound up losing his life outside of his house. Guy approached him, a mentally disturbed guy, and wound up shooting him right in front of his house. And may God rest his soul. I just found out about a half hour ago that a childhood friend of mine named Jojo has passed away as a result of everything that's going on right now. He had heart failure. We were born a day apart. So he was 52 years old and lost his life. And it is a tragedy. It really is. This is getting very out of hand, and there's a lot of people getting sick, and there's a lot of people losing their lives. Be very careful what you do. Take care of your health. If we don't have our health, what do we really have? So whether it's drinking water and taking your vitamins and eating right and really keeping your distance from people and whatever you need to do to stay healthy, do it, because this is getting worse and worse and worse. So I know this was a short story. There wasn't really much more to add to it. I just wanted to, I was thinking about it before, about something else and something to do with money, and that popped into my head and wanted to share it. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. Stay healthy, as I said. Ciao for now.